If you have actually found those remote jobs to apply for, but you are still not getting those responses back, definitely this video is for you. Because remember, I have talked on those platforms where you apply for those jobs, and also how you apply for them actually really matters for you to get those responses back. In this video, I am going to walk you through on how beginners should actually apply for these jobs and stop wasting time and also getting those burnouts, because applying for remote jobs is not just as easy as ABCD. It needs a structured format and how you are supposed to go through these jobs step by step. But let me be honest first. Applying for these remote jobs doesn't mean that you are supposed to apply for 100 jobs. No, it's all about applying intentionally. Look for a job, particularly the one that you want to apply for, and then go through it step by step. This is something that happened to me personally. When I started this journey, I thought that I will go in by full force and start applying jobs randomly, and also sending so many applications without that mind back that those applications that you're sending that are so many, to look back at them. And also remember, we have ATS systems, so maybe those applications never get to a human recruiter, so they used maybe to just disappear in the ATS, and I was being ranked maybe nowhere. Once I fixed this mistake, I usually apply jobs intentionally. Maybe I'll just pick either 2 or 3 jobs that matter and perfect them according to what the job description actually says. The first mistake that beginners do, same like the way I used to do, is that to apply to anything that states remote. Uh, that is a big mistake, because instead actually try to focus on those roles that match your skills. I stick mostly to operations and admin support, mostly because that is where my focus is. So once you identify the skills that actually matches the job description that you want, that is where you are going to venture in. And if you are just a beginner and you actually don't know which skills or which roles perfect or suit you, I'll recommend you venture into a virtual assistant, customer support, admin, and operation support, because those are easiest to get, and you can acquire these skills maybe by just studying via LinkedIn or maybe other online platforms that offer this education. Once you do that, definitely you are going to identify yourself and you'll know exactly the skills that you need to certain to accompanying to these roles. Um, you will not get those troubles of disappointments. Chances are you're going to get those jobs, or you're going to get a feedback, because PTS system, it will match you perfectly, and also it will push your application to a human recruiter. Point number 2 is you actually don't need a new CV. What you're supposed to do is to adjust certain few things on your CV to actually match the job description. Once you identify that job that you want to apply for, go ahead and look for the exact skills that are mostly repeated in that job. Highlight them down one by one, and also look at what tools are mostly mentioned in this job description. What I normally do is that I list all the tools down, and also I list all the skills that are highlighted in this job. If that sounds so hard for you, you can copy paste that job as I said, and then go to a tool like ChatGPT or Gemini. Ask it what are the common tools or common skills that are repeatedly mentioned into this job description. Once you have all these things together, go back to your CV and maybe to into the work experience section that you have already. Incorporate them properly into there so that they match exactly the skills and the tools they mention into that job description. Once you do that, definitely your CV is going to be pushed forward, and it's going to be noticeable by recruiters and those ATS systems. Another mistake that beginners usually do is that they normally forget about cover letter. Remember, when we were starting this journey, I said that cover letters actually matters a lot. And I also went ahead and showed you guys on how to write those cover letters. For remote jobs, I came to understand that even if the recruiter did not mention about cover letter, try as much as you can to attach your cover letter to your CV. Don't send your CV just blindly. I came to understand that once you do that, it's going to set you apart, and it's going to give you an impression of this candidate actually knows what he or she is doing. Sometimes a cover letter doesn't need to be long. I came across certain applications, they normally ask you to write a short description or additional notes of what you want to tell a recruiter. So use that space effectively. Others don't mention that. So if they did not mention, that is your part, and you're supposed to go ahead and craft something small, not big. Just go ahead and explain who you are, why you are interested in this position, and actually how your skills fit this role that they have tried to advertise. Another mistake that actually happened to me, and I came to notice it way later, is that I used to apply jobs and I never kept track of um, how many jobs I am applying for. Once you apply and forget to track the applications that you have done, definitely you are going to be messed around, and it shows that you are not organized in a way. Remember, organization comes in between you. So once you start something, try to write it down or note it down somewhere. This helps you. First thing, you're going to stay organized. Also, you can follow up professionally. Maybe you did that application and you felt that actually I did it in a way that maybe I needed a response back. It is a nice thing. Don't feel like you did not go through. Maybe sometimes recruiters and hiring manager forget something. So once you follow up, they are going to assess your application separately, and they are going to give you a feedback. Another advantage of tracking your application, you're going to avoid applying to the same roles that you have seen. Maybe especially this happens on LinkedIn. You will find they have advertised the same role. You can do this in a notebook or maybe a spreadsheet. You align all the jobs that you have done. Even Google Worksheets can help you do that. Another thing I came to understand that is that remote jobs actually take time, and this is the time whereby you need to be patient. Remember, silent doesn't mean rejection all the time. Sometimes it means that competition is too high, and I have talked about this. You are just a beginner, so you do not expect things to happen miraculously on your way. No, you need to stay focused. You need to know where the faults are, and you need to adjust yourself into the system. It takes time. We try to apply 5 to 10 jobs per week if you can, but if you can't, just stay to your limit. I said you can do even 2 jobs. That means you have done a lot. Once you do 2 jobs but you did them perfectly well, definitely something is going to happen. It is a journey and you are growing slowly. Another thing is staying consistent. Yes, it can be so overwhelming, especially when you don't get feedback, maybe, or responses. This is your chance, or this is a communication sign that you don't need to stay in that place forever. Continue doing that thing that you are doing. So consistency and improving on every application that you're doing is going to get you somewhere. um, this is something that is suitable, especially for a beginner. I was there personally, and those challenges I came to understand uh, those stumbling blocks actually defines exactly who you are. And once you bypass those blocks, something is going to happen. You will never stay in the same position again. In my previous video, if you did not watch, go ahead and watch it, because I shared on those platforms that are beginner friendly, for where you can actually apply for those jobs. And in this video, I have stated exactly what things you're supposed to do to apply for those jobs effectively without avoiding burnouts. I have showed you the right way on how you're supposed to apply for these jobs, and I'm trying to share to you so that you can avoid those burnouts and you can avoid those mistakes, and your journey should be different from mine. That being said and done, if remote job is what you are venturing into, and this is something that you want to focus on, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because I am stating everything slowly by slowly, the way we just started and the way we are going. So see you in my next video, guys. Bye bye.